At this time, you may begin.
The meeting room will now come to order. We are holding a meeting of the Rushville Industry FFA chapter. Mr. Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine whether they're at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The reporter.
Stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order of every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed by the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the air corps,
Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Mr. Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over the meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the President so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of new era in agriculture. If we follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and in the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. The secretary will now call the roll of members.
There are 7 members and yes, present, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here?
To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess.
May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this meeting of the Rushville Industry FFA duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matter which may properly be presented at this time.
Madam Chairman,
Kaylee.
I move that the Rushville Industry FFA chapter hosts a petting zoo for the local grade school students on Friday, May 12, 2023 at the county fairgrounds.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that the Rushville Industry FFA chapter hosts a petting zoo for the local grade school students on Friday, May 12, 2023 at the county fairgrounds. Let me remind you this is amendable, debatable, and requires a majority vote to pass. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Kaylee.
I am for this motion. The students would have fun and it'd be a good way to teach them more about animals, and I think that would be a good way for all of us members to help around at our county fairgrounds. So I urge you to vote in favor of this motion.
Madam Chairman.
Jagger.
I'm in favor of this motion because having the animals at our fairground would teach the kids, and we could teach them about the animals and what they do in the agricultural business. So I urge you to vote for this motion.
Madam Chairman.
Chloe.
I'm in favor of this motion because I think our students at our local grade school would have a lot of fun, and it would, our FFA chapter would have a lot of community work at the fairgrounds, and so I encourage you to vote in favor of this motion.
Madam Chairman.
Kaylin.
I'm for this motion. I think this is a great way for our FFA chapter to go get an inside look, or have the kids get an inside look at our community. So I urge you to vote for this motion.
Madam Chairman.
Paige.
I am against this motion because we already have the ag day on the store, which already has animals, and some kids may not want to see all these animals, so I urge you to vote down on this motion.
Madam Chairman.
Jackson.
I'm against this motion because May 12th is next Friday, and I don't think that is enough time to find people to donate the pets for the petting zoo. So I urge you to vote down on this motion. Madam Chairman.
Jackson.
I move to postpone this matter indefinitely.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to postpone this matter indefinitely. Let me remind you this is debatable but is not amendable. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Jackson.
I feel like we should kill off this motion now because we don't have enough time to plan. So I urge you to vote down on this postponement.
Madam Chairman.
Paige.
I am for this postponement because, like I said earlier, we already have our ag day on the store, and we just have no reason to have this petting zoo, so I urge you to vote for this postponement.
Madam Chairman.
Kaylin.
I'm against this postponement. I think this is something that could be discussed now, and we have enough members here to discuss it, so I urge you to vote down this postponement.
Madam Chairman.
Chloe.
I'm against this postponement because I think that even though May 12th is next Friday, I think that we have enough time that we can talk to people in our community and see if they have animals to provide. So I encourage you to vote down on this postponement.
Madam Chairman.
Jagger.
I'm against this postponement. I feel if we discuss this motion now, that we can work hard and figure out the details of this event. So I urge you to vote against this postponement.
Madam Chairman,
Kaylee.
I am against this postponement because I think that even though next Friday is the day that this is supposed to be held, I think we have enough members in our FFA chapter to provide those animals, and I think that we have enough time and the money for it. So I urge you to vote down this postponement.
Is there any more discussion on the postponement? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
Motion fails.
Madam Chairman,
Kaylin.
I move to have a 5-minute recess.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to have a 5-minute recess. We will now proceed to vote. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
Motion fails.
Madam Chairman,
Paige.
I move to refer this matter to a committee of 5 appointed by the chair and report at our next chapter meeting.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to refer this matter to a committee of 5 reported by the chair to report back at our next chapter meeting. Let me remind you, this is not amendable but is debatable. Now, is there any discussion?
Madam Chairman.
Paige.
I feel we should take this to committee so that they could figure out the logistics and figure out everything. So I urge you to vote for this referral.
Madam Chairman.
Jackson.
I'm in favor of this referral because I feel like if we take it to a committee, they'll find where we could get the pets for the petting zoo. So I urge you to vote for this referral.
Madam Chairman.
Kaylee.
I'm against this referral because I think that we have everyone here now so that we can discuss it here instead of referring it. So I urge you to vote down on this referral.
Madam Chairman.
Jagger.
I'm against this referral because I feel like if we just work hard for this motion now and if we find out the details now, we won't have to worry about it later and have everything, the animals come at a later date and we can let the people know ahead of time. So I urge you to vote against this postponement.
Madam Chairman,
Chloe.
I am not in favor of this referral because I think that us here can discuss and figure out how we want to do the petting zoo. And I think if we took it to a committee, it would just take too long and we wouldn't have enough time to get it all set up. So I encourage you to vote down on this referral.
Madam Chairman,
Kaylin.
I'm against this referral. I think that this would just be a waste of the committee's time, so I urge you to vote down on this referral.
Is there any more discussion on the referral? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
Motion failed.
Madam Chairman,
Jagger.
I call for a division of assembly.
Division has been called. We will now proceed to vote on more accurate means. All in favor of the referral, please rise. Please be seated. All opposed, please rise. Please be seated. Motion fails. Is there any more discussion on the main motion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor of the motion that reads that the Rushville Industry FFA chapter hosts a petting zoo for the local grade school students on Friday, May 12th, 2023 at the county fairgrounds, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
Motion passes. Madam Secretary, do you have record of any further business which may not be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which may properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn the meeting of the Rushville Industry FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I now declare this meeting adjourned. Please rise for questioning.
All right, Madam President, we will start with you. One of the privileges of the president is the proper use of the gavel. A single tap of the gavel can represent several actions. Please name one of those actions.
One of the actions of one tap of the gavel signifies the finalization of a vote.
Okay. What is the purpose of a main motion?
The purpose of a main motion is to bring new business in front of the assembly.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Vice President, what is the major difference between postpone definitely and postpone indefinitely?
The major difference of postpone indefinitely and postpone indefinitely is to kill off the motion, and postpone indefinitely is to move the motion to a later time.
Okay. Is the motion to postpone indefinitely debatable or amendable?
The motion to postpone indefinitely is debatable but is not amendable.
All right, thank you. Madam Sentinel. Most organizations other than the FFA do not have a Sentinel. What are your responsibilities as a Sentinel?
My responsibilities as a Sentinel is to greet people that are coming into our FFA activities.
Okay. Who has the right to be the first to debate a motion?
The first person that has the right to debate a motion is whoever is calling, or whoever has presented that motion.
Thank you. Mr. Treasurer, during a session, a member calls for a division of assembly. What should the chair do if it was clear that the assembly voted in an obvious majority?
Can you restate that?
Absolutely. During a session, a member calls for a division of assembly. What should the chair do if it was clear that the assembly voted in an obvious majority?
The president should still do the division to get accurate still.
Thank you. Your second question, if a chair does allow for a division of assembly vote, how must that vote be taken?
The vote must be taken as a standing vote.
Thank you. Madam Secretary, your required motion was to recess. Please give 2 reasons for needing a recess.
2 reasons for needing a recess is to take a break or to count up votes.
Okay. How can a motion to recess be amended?
The motion recess can be amended if put on an amended motion.
Thank you. Madam Reporter, every officer is important to the success of the FFA chapter. What do you feel are the major responsibilities as the reporter for your FFA chapter?
I feel that my major responsibilities are to make newsletters and show our community what we've been up to with our chapter.
Okay. Given the 3 ranked motions that were required today, which were postpone indefinitely, recess, and refer to a committee, put these 3 motions in order of precedence from highest to lowest.
Postpone indefinitely would be highest, and then refer to a committee, and then recess.
Thank you. And Madam Advisor, give 2 ways that members can become part of a committee.
They can either be special or standing.
Okay. Name 2 things that should be included in a motion to refer to a committee.
Can you restate that?
Absolutely. Name 2 things that should be included in a motion to refer to a committee.
2 things that should be included to refer a motion to a committee should be the number of people in the committee and just the referral.
Okay. Thank you very much. That is it. That's all we've got. You can leave your cards at your station, and you are free to go.